Yasas, Kerasas, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Maria, and I'm calling this Yasumaraki. It's all about being 60. And at 60, I've decided, it's almost 61, I'll be 61 in September, but I finally decided, quit messing around with your health and start this wellness journey. So my best friend Kendra and I decided about a week ago that, we're going to start. We're going to start this journey. And when we were talking about it, there's something in my spirit that just kind of said, you need to vlog. And I'm like, I don't know what a vlog is. And how do you do that? I don't know. What do you do? I don't know. But I just felt like I was supposed to do it. So here we are. This is my first one. And it's all about being 60 and starting this wellness journey. My mom at 60, God bless you, we're a Greek family. And our whole, thing is take care of the children, take care of the husband. And when the children leave and then the husband retires and that's kind of what my mom did. She lived to be 90, but at 60, I remember looking at her, she didn't walk well. She didn't, do sports. She didn't see well. She loved well, but she wasn't active. And so when I turned, 40, okay, 50, okay. I still had a husband and my daughters were still at home at that point. So I had some value I could see. But when I turned 60, my husband, my ex-husband left after 24 years of marriage 7 years ago. So I was about 53, 54. And then my mom at the same time was in the nursing home and they were murdering her, starving her to death. And so I was dealing with that, plus the divorce. Our daughters were in college over at ORU. And that's, I'm in Montana, they're in Oklahoma. That's a long ways away. And so, I really was here by myself, just trying to navigate this. I'm alone. I'm in my mid 50s. I'm out of shape. Is my life done? And that's a funky spot to be in, because I'm thinking, gosh, my mom's was pretty much. And so, but I've always been active. When I was in 7th grade, and I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I remember in 7th grade, it was the first year that girls could play sports, and it was basketball. I learned to love basketball. And then there was track and field and throwing the javelin and the shot put and soccer and volleyball, but I love sports. And that was the way my dad and I connected. And I'm Greek, like I was saying. So my people invented a lot of sports. We invented track and field and wrestling. I like to say we invented it all, but I loved it. And so when I got married pretty late. I was 30. Got pregnant on my honeymoon with my oldest daughter, Nicole. And I gained almost 75 pounds when I was pregnant. 75. I don't know why once the doctor didn't say, you're gaining too much. But then on the flip side of that, I'm wondering why at some point I didn't say to the doctor, I think I'm gaining too much. I don't know. I had some issues with the pregnancy. I just wanted her to come out healthy. I really didn't care that much about myself, obviously gaining the 70, 75 pounds. And, my oldest daughter, Nicole, is going to turn 30 this year. So I have been struggling with this weight thing all those years where you go up, you go down. And after my ex-husband left, I actually lost, and maybe about this past year, 40 pounds. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. Now, how much more do we have to go? But I'm a comfort eater. I love to eat because it comforts me. It reminds me of my mom and my dad and my grandfather and our vacations. And when things were just so much more peaceful and simple, and my dad was there to provide and protect me, and they were full of love, and so when I eat certain things that aren't great for me, it's just comforting. So I'm learning that this wellness journey that we're on, starting, has a lot to do with my mind and taking my thoughts captive. And so this isn't going to be just a vlog of, oh, look at me lift weights and jog a little bit and sweat a lot. Because when I sweat, let me tell you what, my face gets red and I sweat in here. Oh, I'm just telling you. But I think it's going to, what I want it to be, I don't want to gain 40, lose 40, lose 40, gain 40, gain 40. 30. It's that yo-yo thing that drives me nuts, because I don't have control over it. It still controls me. I don't want it to control me anymore. And I know that at 60, last year I went skydiving, and my best friend Kendra and I were like, this year we're planning on going skydiving. We want to go hang gliding. I'm very excited about that. Zip lining up in the mountains. It's going to be amazing, but I want to be able to walk up to the zip line without, let me tell you what, I went a couple years ago with my daughters, and thank you, Jesus, there was an older couple from New York, Yankee fans, God bless, and they were in their 80s. And so we were going slower as we're trudging up because there were 7 different zip lines, but you had to go walk up the mountain. It's a ski resort. But thankfully they were with us, so it gave me an excuse to go as slow as I had to. Well, when Kendra and I go this fall, I don't want to have to be the one that everybody waits for. It's stuff like that that I want to take control back of my life. And so it's got to be a big mind battle. And I'll tell you what's really exciting. I need to be held accountable. I do well for a certain amount of time, but then I like fade off. If there's a stress, if there may be a holiday, if there's something else and I'm alone and whatever, I eat stuff. And it's almost like, what's it called when you just do it to yourself because you feel bad? I don't know what that word is, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that anymore. And so people ask me, what year was the best year of your life? When I turned 60. And I'll tell you what, the last year and a half, I have gotten in this amazing group of friends, and it's called the Gathering Ministry. And the cool thing about that is it's a tribe, and we're also a part of the Warrior X Kingdom Academy with our group. And what's cool about that is it seems to me almost all women. Guys could join if they want, but it's all women. And the neat thing is we really are a tribe, and we're there for each other. And for the first time, I've had this support group. And it's so cool to do it with your best friend, because then you do hold each other accountable. And we also have another really close friend of ours, Chris, who's an amazing coach. And he's just been waiting. He's been waiting for us to say, could you please help? And so we did that a couple weeks ago. So he's so cute. He's like, okay. It's like, okay, Mama, you're a little bit older, so I can't train you the way I train the younger ones. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. To have people that have come alongside, that are putting in effort and time to make sure that this is successful, is incredible. So I encourage you, if you can get some people around you to encourage you and support you, I think that's going to make all the difference in the world. Oh, look at this. So Chris says, you got to drink like a gallon of water a day. I don't like water. I like Diet Coke. I know. I'm working on it. But yesterday, Kendra had bought me this big gallon thing. Oh, I don't know, 6 months ago, when I thought I would try to get in shape. Maybe it was a year ago. I don't remember. I wanted to, but I did it a day or two, and that was it. Because I'm not a big water drinker. But yesterday, I'm like, you know what? I need to be held accountable. So I sent him a picture, and it was full. Well, today I had filled it out. But look at it now. Look at that. Look at this. I'm so excited. This is a victory. Opah, bravo. I'm so excited. Little victories like that. And it was a mind thing. It was like all day I'm thinking, I'm not going to get a Diet Coke. I'm not going to get a whiskey. Well, maybe later. But right now, after this is done. But right now, I'm going to focus on emptying this thing. Victory. And I'm really excited. Chris is going to come tomorrow, and we're going to start learning how to stretch. Because look at this. Oh, sweet Jesus. Ever since I stopped doing sports, I don't remember really. I don't remember when I went to the gym a couple weeks ago with Kendra's daughter, Maddie. God bless. And I was like, oh, sweet Lord, what is this? I hadn't been there for so long. I'm so excited to go on this journey because I know there's going to be success. And so I just wanted to say, this is my vlog. And I hope it encourages you, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I just want to also encourage you that just because we're 50, 60, 70, whatever the number, it's a number. It's in here. I mean, I still love to do stuff and to be active, and I want to be healthy and mentally healthy. Spiritually, thank God, this past year, and I think I was saying that when I got with these women and in this tribe, I've never had a better year than 59. And some of the young kids don't understand that. They're like, yeah, but I'm like, no, friend-wise and mentally-wise and spiritually-wise, 60 has been my best. And the cool thing is 61, which I'll be in September, but 61 is better than 60. So I don't want to give up on life because of a number. And that's why I just want to encourage you on this journey. The years that we have left that God's blessing us with, we need to grab them and enjoy them and make the most out of them, and not just sit back and rock in the chair. Oh, that's attractive. Did you see that? That's really nice. One of my areas, my gut, my buns, this, oh, and my breastages. I just need to try and get them up a little bit higher. Anyway, and I don't want to have surgery. So, but I'm excited to see what God has in store. And, he said, do a vlog. I said, yes and amen. Don't know how to do it, but this is the introduction. And so it's not just going to be me sitting here talking. It's going to be different things throughout the day and throughout my week. I'm going to try and do one a week and just show you the progress. It's not just going to be, oh, look at the scale. I want to feel my clothes different. Oh, here's one. This is the other thing I want to do. I have a list. It's a list that my best friend, I've given her. It's list number 1. Because I'd love, if God brings, I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. But I don't want to settle again. I refuse to. So this time I had a list. I have a list for shopping. I should have a list for a spouse. And so it starts out, a godly Greek widower. Because I'm thinking if it's a widower, chances are that he cheated on her like my ex is probably minimal. And my biggest concern then is I hope he didn't kill her off. But that's another story. So, widower. So I have this big list. I don't know, probably 15, 20 items on it. And so I've given it. So when my best friend, she travels a lot. And I'm like, in the airport, have the list or wherever you go and start using Greek words like yasu, tikanis, opah. And then maybe if there's a Greek man in the airport, I don't know. But my second list that I have 2 lists. The second list is in case I go to heaven before the rapture and she's still around, I have list number 2. And on list number 2, it's about my, what's the word I'd like to use? My party. My funeral party. It's going to be, it's going to have balloons and we're going to have raffles and 50-50 tickets so we can give to, charities and stuff. It's going to be amazing. It's upbeat worship music and it's going to be great. Pictures and videos and it'll be a great party. But the one thing that I told her as far as, first of all, no bra. I don't like them. Strap them down, whatever you want to do. I don't care, but no bra. And then the second thing is, and a t-shirt. I love jeans and t-shirts. The second thing that's big, when I was in college, I graduated from Montana State back in '83. When I was in college, I loved to wear, because I could fit into them, Levi 501s. And I don't know, they were my favorite jeans. I never thought that I could fit into a pair of Levi 501s comfortably again, like a size 9 or a 9 I'd be happy with. And so that's on my list. And I was telling Kendra, buy a pair, slice them down the back and just lay them over me in the casket. Nobody will know they're sliced in the back. Just tuck them in on the side and we'll be good. And that was how I wanted to wear them the last time, right? That's ridiculous. And so I was telling Chris, my little flabby here, my gut, my breastages up a little bit, and be able to fit into a pair of Levi 501s and to feel comfortable in them. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I'm excited. And again, it's not about the body as much as mentally. Because there was a time, you guys, that I'm like, I'll never be able to wear those. I've given up. I'll just slice them in the back and put them in the casket. What defeatist attitude is that? There was a time when my ex-husband left, I sat there thinking, gosh, who'd want me? And I'm all alone, and that's all I'll ever be. And that is a lie from the pit of hell. Until our last breath, God has stuff for us to do to further the kingdom. And so I just encourage you, don't give up. Every day you breathe, grab every thought captive. And when that thought comes in that you're too old, you're too this, you're too fat, you're too whatever, nobody cares, blah, 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 just toss it aside. And we're all valuable. God breathes life into us every day, not just by a coincidence, not sort of a coinky-dink, but there's a reason and a purpose for every day that we are blessed with. So I encourage you, as long as you're breathing, make choices to enjoy your life and to feel fulfilled, that there is a purpose and there is a plan specifically for your life. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this journey holds, and I hope you join me on it. All right. God bless you. Now, one word, let me tell you, one word that I use a lot is Opah. I'm Greek, so it's like Opah, Opah. And it just makes you feel good. It's like, yay, rah. So I use it a lot. So you'll hear it a lot. And go ahead and use it. And it'll make you feel good. So have a great day. God bless you. And Opah. See you again. See you next week.